It was said by Marcus Garvey that a man without confidence is twice defeated in the race of life. True words have never been spoken. Today, we're going to tackle your self-hatred. We're going to combat the things that cause you to dislike yourself, the things that cause you to lose confidence in yourself. And I understand that this issue is widespread in society nowadays, mainly because people of a higher It was said by Marcus Garvey that a man without confidence is twice defeated in the race of life. Truer words have never been spoken. And today we're going to talk about your self-hatred. The things that cause you to lose confidence in yourself, confidence in your abilities, and what causes you to utterly despise yourself. When you look in the mirror, you don't like what you see for multiple different reasons, not just because of your physical features, but because of who you are inside. And you understand that. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Today we're going to tackle those issues. Why do you feel that way? Why do you act the way you act? Right? Because again, self-hatred is widespread. And I think a part of the reason is because people have a hyper awareness of their vices nowadays. There's so many ways you could destroy yourself. And as you destroy yourself more and more, you begin to lose trust in yourself. And if you don't trust someone, you're prone to hate them. Why would you hate someone you trust? That doesn't make any sense, right? So I'd say the first step to solving this problem, this very big problem, this issue that's been weighing on you for months, if not years, if not decades. The solution to this problem is to be humble. Be honest with yourself and look at your vices for what they are. And understand that you are a human being. People will always have vices. Now, that doesn't mean you should accept the things that you do to absolutely screw up your life. The things that you indulge in every day to make sure that your life is a living hell. I'm not trying to pardon that. That's a different discussion, and we're gonna address that too. But the first step is understanding that you're a human being, and all human beings have vices. Second step is to understand that life is temporary, and you should not have a permanent view of something that's temporary. Just because you did something in the past doesn't mean you can't change. It doesn't mean that defines you. Just because you procrastinated on an assignment and you ended up getting a 0 doesn't mean you're a failure. It doesn't mean you're not smart. You have to have a larger and a longer time horizon. You can't bring something that happened in a snippet of time and expand that out over the entirety of your life. That's stupid. Stop doing that. Just cut that out right now. What you've done in the past does not define who you are today. What you do today does, which is the next segment of this video. We're going to talk about the things that you do to make sure that your life is a living hell and how stupid you look doing that. Right? Because that's not smart at all. Why would you keep doing the things you know that make your life suck? That's dumb. You know you should not be eating 3 burgers at lunch. Why the frick are you doing that? Why do you keep forcing yourself and allowing yourself to give in to these temptations that you know inside your heart are not good for you? No wonder you dislike yourself. No wonder you don't trust yourself. Of course you're not. If someone kept saying to you that they were going to do something and that they know that something is right, and yet every time you see them, they're doing the opposite, would you trust them? Would you trust them? I wouldn't. So why do you think it's any different with yourself? Did you think that if you lied to yourself, you would get away with it? Well, I'm sorry, but that was a mistake. And I've seen that in my own life so many times where I said I was going to do something, where I knew that something was wrong, and I still did it. And the next time the temptation came, I fell again. Why? Because I knew that the last time it showed up, I caved. I had no confidence because I didn't have any history of me conquering that temptation. Of course you have no confidence. If you've never done the things required to overcome something, when it shows up next, you have no confidence. Of course, you've never done it. You've never tried. Where's the confidence going to come from? So confidence and self-love and self-belief and faith in your abilities comes from putting in 100% of your effort when temptations and challenges arise. If you have not done that, say goodbye to your confidence. If you have not fought someone before, say goodbye to actual confidence in the face of threat and danger. You've never done it. You have no idea what the frick you're going to do. How do you think you're going to find confidence? Yes, you can have a false sense of confidence. You can have a false sense of confidence, but that's not real confidence, is it? That's only delusion. And although delusion can help you, you don't have real confidence if you've never done the things required. And that's the first step in beginning to love who you are, so to speak. Love who you could be. There's a saying that goes, do not sacrifice who you are today. No, that's not it. Again, there's a saying that goes, do not sacrifice who you could be for who you are today. That is a brilliant, brilliant quote. There's a quote that goes, do not sacrifice who you could be for who you are today. And that's a brilliant quote. Brilliant. And that's what I mean by solving your self-hatred. If you know that doing this thing is going to cause your life tomorrow to be terrible, or even in the next few hours, why would you do that? Why are you sacrificing your future happiness for your current hedonism? Why? You got to extrapolate your life over the span of years. You are who you are today. You are who you will be tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. So although it might feel good to break a leg literally today by jumping off a tree like an idiot, although you might think that's an exciting idea, you tomorrow won't feel the same way. And so you have to be smarter in how you do things, and you have to consider yourself over a span of time. And that's how you become a better person, and that's how you learn to trust yourself, and that's how you build confidence, and that's how you stop and diminish your self-hatred. There is no other way. Being smart and caring for yourself and doing the things you know you should is the only way to stop self-hatred. You can't fool yourself out of it. You can't keep doing the things you know are wrong and expect to just feel happy. It won't happen. You will never have it. So if you're depressed and you keep doing the things you know are wrong, don't be surprised if you're depressed until you die. I know that's harsh, but it's true. You have to be real with yourself. And again, the internal self knows when you're lying. So don't try to fool it. You won't succeed. You know when you slacked off. You know. Stop fooling yourself, because it won't work. If you try to fool yourself, you're only fooling yourself. Think about it like that. There's like layers, right? Because you know you're lying. You know when you're bluffing. You know when you make promises that you know you won't fulfill. You know, but you try to fool yourself into doing it. And in so doing, you fool yourself. Because the self that you're trying to fool already knows you're not going to do it. And so that self that's doing the fooling is fooling themselves. I don't know, that's like a word salad, but whatever. You get the point. And only then, when you begin to be real with yourself, when you begin to do the things you know you should, when you begin to care for yourself like someone you actually love and not someone you're just trying to exist with, then you'll stop hating yourself. Then you'll find confidence you need. Then you'll begin to love others in the most profound way you could ever possibly love them. Right? So be real with yourself. See yourself like a child, like the 11-year-old version of yourself, and try your best to move forward in such manner. Then you will begin to love yourself again. Then you will stop and cease from hating yourself, and life will be sweeter. This is Corbin Conversations. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.